What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. How's it going? I know it's been a while. I missed you guys, but I am back with a new makeup tutorial, feeling fresh and inspired. I took a little break because I wasn't feeling that inspired, and yeah, I didn't know what to post, but I'm back and I'm better and I'm feeling inspired and I'm ready to go. So I came up with this makeup look. It's very easy, you know, go to the grocery store, very casual, go to work like this, you know, just your basic slay. But this is the look I came up with. It is a no liner liner and it's kind of like winged out stuff. It's just a whole bunch of shenanigans that I somehow came up with. But before we continue, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for showing me love, everybody. And if you want to see how I get this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So I'm just going to start off by telling you that I took hella L's filming this tutorial. My lip was all messed up because I overwaxed my lip, so it's all red, so don't mind that. But we're going to start by priming our eyes using Tarte Shape Tape. And the reason why I'm using this is because this is a little bit lighter and I want the colors to pop. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as a primer and blend that out. And I'm just going to set that with RCMA No Color Powder. Now the next hardest part was putting this tape on. So I kind of cut it at an angle so it'll fit my eye and it'll be angled, but at the same time so I'd still be able to see out of one eye. But this was literally like the hardest part since it's kind of a no liner look, because I kind of wanted to have the wing be lifted. So that's why I placed the tape there. But be careful with the tape too. So now we're going to go into the Morphe 35B palette and we're going to take this yellow color. And yo, this palette was such a struggle for me. I'll show you later. You'll see later in the video. But we're going to take that yellow color and we're just going to buff that in the upper crease. Then I'm going to go in with the orange color from the same Morphe 35B palette. And we're going to blend that in the crease as well. And then, so I don't have any harsh lines, I just go back into the yellow and blend the two together so that there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to take the red color from the same palette and we're going to take a pointy detailed brush and blend that in the crease as close to the crease as possible, just a little bit over. And this is going to add some definition to the eye so that it has that gradient effect. And I'm going to go in between that and the brush that I use for the orange to blend the two together and to make sure that there's no harsh lines. So you'll see me going with this detailed brush and then you'll see me go in with the other fluffy brush, this one, for the peachy like orange color. And you just want to keep going between the two to make sure it's blended. Then I just went back into the yellow that we used for the translucent to blend those together. And then to cut the crease, I'm actually using Tape Shape. This is in like the lightest color. I think it's Fair. And the reason why I use this is because I couldn't find like a really good like white gel liner that wasn't sticky, and I already like the consistency of Shape Tape, so I thought, well, why just not get that in like a super light color? So that's what I'm just gonna use because I tried the NYX gel white gel liner and that stuff was horrible. It was super sticky, and if you have texture eyelids like mine where you have like lots of wrinkles or whatever, that it's gonna be hard to work with compared to using something like Shape Tape when you can mold it on your own. And then after I went ahead and did that, I just went ahead and set my lid. For some reason, like that clip got lost, but I set it with the same RCMA No Color Powder. Then I'm going to go in with this white color from the Morphe 35B palette, but I didn't really like this and I eventually put this yellow color all over my like lid and just got rid of it. But let me tell you, this yellow and like the orange, trying to put that on the lid to pack it so it would be colorful, was so difficult. Eventually I just found myself using my fingers because it just was not working out with two different brushes that I use, and I found that I had to really like dig in there so I can like make some like a powder come up in order to get like a good pigment. But you know, it was hard. If you have a better yellow, I would definitely use that. Using this yellow, you're gonna run into issues probably like I did. Now I'm going to take this orange color and I'm going to dig my finger in it because this one wasn't really that pigmented either like the yellow. And I'm just going to go ahead and try my best to pack it on. Eventually I got it to build up, but it took some time. And we're just going to keep the wing part of that bare because we're going to place a different color there. So we're going to place this purple color from the same palette. It's like a deep purple. And we're going to put that in the outer V of the eye look. And we're just going to place that there, kind of like winging it out. And you just want to be careful. With this color, it was a lot easier to pack on. I think it's because it was a deeper purple. But yeah, it was a lot easier to pack on. And then here's where I went ahead and just placed the yellow because that white was not doing it. And then I just went ahead and touched everything up. And for this, I just had to use my fingers because the yellow and the orange were not pigmented and they were super dry and kind of chalky and patchy. So, but I kept going because I was like, whatever. I'm taking hella L's already. My face is already jacked up. So might as well keep going. You know, can't be stopping now. But I'm just touching everything up and trying to blend it as much as possible because I was even having issues with that. So if you're doing this, if you're going to be using yellow and oranges, definitely use like a different color. But now I'm going to go ahead, or a different palette, excuse me. Now I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. And everything's nice and lined and crisp. That's one thing that went right in this video. And I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the wing, kind of like we're doing a liner, just to make the line as sharp as possible, defining where your skin is and then where the eyeshadow meets, making that very clear and that contrast between the two. So after we're done cleaning up everything, I'm going to go in with this white liner. And yes, this is the NYX Liquid White Liner. And yes, it did crack. But I wasn't going to spend money on the Urban Decay Stila one or the one from Too Faced because all of them weren't pigmented. And I'm not going to pay more money to not get more pigment. Like, if I'm going to pay more money, it needs to do the exact opposite. It needs to not crack and give me pigment. So I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to use this white one from NYX and I'll be done with it. But if you guys know of any like super good ones, definitely let me know because all three of those did not work out well for me, especially when I swatched them in the store. But back to the eye look. You want to start with a super thin line. Reason being is because it's a lot easier to build on something than it is to take away. So start as thin as possible to kind of trace where you want to place everything and then begin to build more of the white on top of that. And then another thing I thought that was helpful is making sure that you line the top of the eye and then taking a step back and looking at it and just kind of relaxing your eye how your eye would just be open normally. It would kind of help you see like where's the white, can you see it, where do you need to build on, where does it need to be sharper, kind of things like that, so that you won't just be looking down and seeing where the white is placed and then when you look up you can't see it at all, if that makes any sense. Moral of the story is take your time doing this because liner can smell fear and we are fearless. So now that we've conquered the world and we've done both eyes, oh my gosh, I was so happy because I was so scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess up the other eye. Because when I originally did it, I only did one eye. But anyway, I'm going to take this Milani highlighter and we're going to use that to go ahead and highlight our brow bone just to add a little pop to the look. And I'm going to also go ahead and place that on the inner corner. And holy cow, do you see those two gigantuous mountains on my head? Yo, the struggle was so real. My skin and I have not been getting along. I'm so off subject. But now we're going to go in with mascara. And I'm just using my regular mascara, nothing special, just to kind of help blend with our lashes. But I'm taking these Armika lashes. I got them off of Amazon for $10. They're like 3D mink lashes, and let me tell you, girl, yes, these lashes are giving me life. they are giving me life. I love these lashes, and they're $10. And I just went ahead and got me an extra couple pairs. I love these. And then just with like no eyeshadow or anything, they look so nice. And I have the Blinking Beauty lashes, and these live up to them. Like, they're good quality for the price. Like, I'll link them down below. Y'all need to check it out. They're good for the price. Like, seriously. Next, I'm gonna go in and fix this face. I went in and just hydrated my face using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer to hydrate it. And then I'm gonna use my really favorite foundation, one of my favorite foundations. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the color Toffee. Literally one of my favorites. It's full coverage and it's only $5. Like, come on now. Like, that's a good deal. And the texture of it reminds me of Estee Lauder Double Wear. I think that's why I like it so much, because I like that foundation as well. So you should definitely check it out if you haven't. Now I'm going to go in with Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan, and I'm just going to highlight the face on the usual parts. You guys know what the deal is. Under the eyes, on the bridge of the nose, middle of the forehead, all that really fun stuff. I'm thinking about doing like an individual like video about my like highlight and contour routine. But this Tarte Shape Tape is like a must-have, especially if you're a full coverage girl like me. If you like full coverage, you'll love this stuff. But like, who hasn't tried this though? But I freaking love this stuff. It's absolutely amazing. It's my very favorite concealer. Like, I can't live without it. Like, seriously. Then I use this Real Technique beauty sponge, but this really wasn't working out for me, at least for blending out concealers like this. It was really textured and kind of like scratchy feeling, and it just wasn't blending it out like a beauty blender would, and I really wasn't feeling it. That's why I made that face. But for the rest of this, I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom through this, because I'm probably gonna do a separate video on all this, my highlight contour routine. So enjoy. Now to finish the eyes, I'm going to go in with that yellow color, and we're going to go ahead and put that on our lash line. Just as we did at the top, we're pretty much doing the exact same thing, and we're just going to blend that out on the lash line. Then I'm going to take the orange color and blend that out as well on the lash line. Same thing that we did on the top, nothing too different. And I'm just going to take the purple color as well, and I'm going to use that to smudge right along the lash line, just to kind of smoke it out and to add that kind of depth to the under eye, that smokiness to it that we always want. Then I went ahead and lined my lash line, and I just added any black liner, honestly, that you have, and you're good to go. And then as I was putting mascara on my bottom lashes, I just happened to get mascara on my nose. I was so pissed about this. I was like, really though? Come on. But eventually I just let it dry, and I wiped off the rest of the excess powder there, and I was able to just flick it off, thank goodness, because I was really pissed about that. The struggle is real out here, folks. So after I'm done flicking the dried mascara off of my nose, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal True Match powder. This is in the color N7, and I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Oh, and before I forget, of course I had to add glitter in the inner corner. This is Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy. I freaking love this stuff. I put this in, like, I could wear this stuff every day, honestly. And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay blush in the color Score, I believe. And I'm just going to add that to add some color to our face. And I'm just going to bronze using Milani's Soleil bronzer, just to add a little bit of warmth back into our face as well. Now I'm going to go in with the Mario Badescu spray to spray the rest of our face because we just put hella powders on. And while that's drying, I'm going to take the MILANI highlighter that we used prior on our brow bone to go ahead and highlight my face. But since I'm extra as hell and I never use just one highlighter, I also went in with the Nicole Guerrero Glow Getter and added that on top of it because my highlight needs to be lit, like seriously, in the dark. You need to see me from space. That is my goal. Absolutely. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with a brown lip liner. This is from NYX. I totally forgot the name, but I'll link it down below. Then I'm going to use Shroom from Lime Crime. And look at my hair, y'all. Like, why didn't I catch this stuff? Like, it's such a mess. Like, please fix that pronto, because that's not cute. Not at all. Don't try and be cute now. That's not going to work. But now we're going to go in with Wet n Wild, and we're going to use that in the center of the lips just to kind of add a pop. And that finishes everything up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.